What's good, y'all? Welcome back to CheiReacts. Today, we're going to be reacting to one of these videos that I find on my fucking feed. I think it's gonna be this Tom Brady one, actually. Shaq asked Tom Brady what it's like to be the GOAT. Let's see what Tom Brady got to say about it. You know, that nigga Tom Brady.
The final
Hey,
chapter of the
do
wildest
y'all
playoff in sports.
the NFL be having scripts and shit? Cause like I be seeing videos about how we were told we was only supposed to win this amount of games in the beginning of the year and shit like that. I don't know about all that though.
Well, especially when it comes to that GOAT conversation. How does it feel? Like you are the GOAT. Like I've seen the ones before you, I'm seeing the ones now. You are the GOAT. I wish I knew how that felt. Like for me, they said the most dominant big man.
Shaq can go too though.
How does it feel to be like, hey, you're the greatest player? Like, how does that feel like when you hear it from people, you know, of your stature?
I always feel that it doesn't feel right, to be honest. I feel like when I look at my career and I look at the path that I took to get there.
Oh shit. If it doesn't feel right, it just might be a script. Oh shit. What do you mean it don't feel like to be the greatest player of all time?
I just feel like I took advantage of my opportunities, you know? And a lot of things I learned along the way came from a lot of the people that came into my life that really helped lift me up to reach my true potential. And I got to play a long time. And because I played a long time, you know, the mental part of football is so important because what we do is so much between the ears and from the shoulders up, certainly at the quarterback position. So later in my career, I just continue to accelerate when most people see kind of a sharp decline because the way I took care of myself. And, you know, I learned from my best friend, my body coach, Alex, who took care of my body. And like, we just kept getting better and better and better. And that allowed me to play in a lot of big games later in my career, like to win the MVP of the league. I think I was 2017. So I was 40 years old. And it was like, and I just felt like, and then I go to Tampa at 43 and I throw 40 plus touchdown passes. It's just like, but the only reason I could do that was because of, again, I had the ability, but I was able to have people come into my life that took care of me. And just, so I don't feel like, you know, it's like a one-man thing. I feel like, no, it was everybody that was a part of my journey to go to the Patriots with Bill Belichick. His first year was my first year. Like, what a blessing to have one coach who demanded everybody be their best every day. And the accountability that needed to go with it. So I didn't have to be the asshole all the time. Like, I wanted us to play to a certain standard, but I had a coach who wanted the same thing. So, you know, you're trying to develop a rapport with your teammates. And like a lot of the coaches, you know, certainly when I look around, they want to be liked. So it's like, then what do I got to be the asshole? You know, because guys aren't doing their job. So I appreciated someone like Belichick who pushed everybody and then forced everyone to be their best too. And then a lot of the players that came along, they saw kind of the values of what the organization was built on. And they were like, man, we don't want to put this up. So we got to live up to that too. And that was, you know, 23 years of playing. I had a lot of opportunities to win those championships. And only, you know, I mean, not only 7, but 7 of 23, you know, if I played 12 years, I don't win 7, you know? So I played a long time. That was part of my journey and so happy I got to play well later in my career.
It's funny because he thanks all these people. Shaq has said if he had Kareem's scoring record, he would just be walking around being like, I'm the GOAT.
No, I would, definitely.
Yeah.
I watch young Shaq highlights and show my kids. And just like the LSU highlights, early Orlando Magic highlights when, I mean, it was just the most unstoppable player that ever been on the court. It's just incredible. And then, you know, your entire career and it was unmatched in my opinion.
Speaking of kids, how do you explain to kids your journey? Because, you know, a lot of people that have the stature that we are, they come in with that stature.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, a lot of people make fun of you of your draft day run. I didn't see what the big deal is, but I guess they say you weren't fast enough, you weren't good enough. How did you not listen to the naysayers and just persevere to become the GOAT? Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of people, when you keep hearing you're not good, you're not good, you're not good, they just turn the other way and disappear. But you,
like
my friend.
As hell. I feel like if you let another motherfucker tell you your worth when you know your worth inside, you weak as hell, bro. If you let another nigga tell you you suck and you know you don't suck, you weak as hell, bro. If you let another nigga tell you that, you're not good at something or you can't be something, and even though you know deep inside that you can be something, but then you just believe him just because this and that person has said it, that person has said it, you weak as hell, bro. Like, that shit weak as hell to me, bro. I ain't lying.
You just said F that and you just became aggressive. So how? I mean, like, what was your mental thought process every time?
It's interesting because I think somehow we always think like the mental part about, or the mental emotional part of our being is like, hey, that's always something that we learned along the way. And I think some of that you're born with too. Like, you were born a certain height, a certain size. I was born that way. I had no way I could have changed it. But I also think there was part of me that was, had a good work ethic when I was a kid. I loved hard. Like, I'd play golf. My dad would take me out and play golf. I had 3 older sisters, and they were, all great athletes.
Were you the youngest of 4?
I was the youngest of 4.
Oh, so you were getting bullied the whole time.
Well, I was being spoiled a little bit, but like, okay, so if we went out to the golf, because my dad was like, all right, let's get away from those girls. Let's go play golf. It was like, I'd hit a ball and it would be like in a tough lie in the rough. And my dad would be like, no, move the ball. Just give yourself a lie. Hit it. It's not the U.S. Open. And I was like, no, I'm playing it just like that. I wanted it to be hard. And it was just in me from the beginning. When I was in like 4th or 5th grade, my sister was going into high school and she was a good softball pitcher. And she would have to go work out in the gym in the morning. And here I am, 4th, 5th grade. And I was like, I'm going to get up and go to the gym with you. And it was just like, it wasn't even like I made a conscious decision. It was just like, I felt the pull to do that. And then even when I got to college, it was like the same way. It was like, no, I don't mind working out 2-3 times. So it's just a blessing for me. And it's not like it was like, yeah, it was kind of a choice and discipline, but like I had really good discipline, but I was born that way. So it's like, I can't take credit for that.
So you think you have to have it in you. You don't think you can just turn it on? Because see, I've been knowing you for a long time. I never known that. I just thought that you got pissed and you just turned it up.
Yeah. I think it was always in there. And then over time, I think you can improve it. I think a lot of things, if you put a lot of time and effort in, you can improve 10 to 20%. I don't think you can improve 50%. Like, I don't think you can be, like, if you're a good shooter, can you get better? Absolutely. If you're a bad shooter, can you become a great shooter? No. You could probably be better and you could be serviceable, but like, if you put all the time and energy into it, like 10 to 15%, like if you want to jump higher, can you go from a 26-inch vertical to a 42-inch vertical? Impossible. Maybe you can go from 26 to 30 if you work really hard at it. But the point is, like, I don't think you can just all of a sudden, make a decision and then become something different. Like, our brains are wired a certain way, like there's certain things in school. I was just never good at, like, language. You put language in front of me, you give me Spanish, my brain just would not function, but like math, all right, you put on math, I look at it one time, on to the next thing. So even like football playbook, people be like, "Whoa, did you learn a playbook?" I'm like, "Yeah, I looked at it one time, got it, moved on to the next one. Next play, okay, got that coverage, great." Like, I had one of those memories in football, which a lot of guys have to study it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of like how I am with certain shit. Like, with certain shit that I'm interested in, all I gotta do is just see it a couple of times or just see you do it, and then I know exactly what to do. I know exactly how to do it. I might miss a few finer details or whatever, but I'm gonna do it damn near perfect. I swear to God. All you gotta do is just show me one time.
And study. And for me, after my 3rd year, I didn't even open my playbook.
Damn.
It just had it all. And
so it was just football photographic memory.
It was kind of like that. Like, and again, it's not like it was just born and it was just natural.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a cool part. And like, even like willpower, that's another thing that I don't think like it's in you or it's not, and I'm very fortunate that was in me because that's really the only.
I might have to disagree with that. I think willpower is in everybody. It's just if I think willpower, I feel like your willpower kind of got to be unlocked in a way though. Cause like everybody has the willpower to do something. It's just do you want to do it? And how long are you willing to do it for? Like, you can't say that you either have willpower or you don't. Everybody has willpower because everybody has the will to want to do something. Like, everybody wants to do something. It's just how willing are you to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you willing to go through in order to do this that you're willing to do? That's what determines your real power. You know, what you're willing to endure in order to do this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Maybe I was able to persevere over time. And then the resilience part of like trying something and failing, I was never fearful of failing because I felt like it's really important. And I think that like sometimes we want to like, and especially today's world, whether it's for our kids or whether it's like college athletes with NIL, like if it's not going your way, go somewhere else. And I'm like, it's not really, that's not the path to success. Because like you're going up against a tough team in NBA final. You can't go around that team. You got to go through them. But like if you've gone around your whole life looking for something easy, and then all of a sudden you got to go through, you don't even know what to do. You can't even develop that resilience, that perseverance within yourself. So everything should be like that aspect of it. Go through it, you know, challenge yourself and then fail. Try that's hard. Like go outside of your comfort zone. Try things that you know you're not going to be good at. Put the time and effort to be better at it and then see yourself improve so you gain this sense of self-confidence.
The big podcast.
That was a good little episode right there. I ain't lying. Nigga dropped a few gems, and especially about the, you know, the improving 10 to 15% part. You know, I feel like that's a new perspective that I've never heard, and I think that's actually very true. You know, you can only improve so much of something, man, when you're not that good at it. You know, so yeah, that's a new perspective. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video, though. I'm gonna fuck with y'all on the next video. Adios.